This is the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast, talking all things NSU athletics. I am Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
Brought to you by
NSU Athletics, Precision Consulting Group,
and DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. The Riverhawk SportsNest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can like, follow, share, and enjoy the show. You can listen to Riverhawk SportsNest on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music.
Are you hungry or want to hang out for a cold brew with your friends? Emery's Grill has a wide selection of amazing food and drinks for everyone.
Emery's Grill, the captain's favorite, is a proud sponsor of the Riverhawk SportsNest and a supporter of NSU Athletics. So make your way downtown to Emery's Grill, located on 407 North Muskogee Avenue.
Go Riverhawks! Let's do this.
Let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday evening. This is a Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. This is episode 514. I'm Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
We are recording live at Emery's Grill in downtown Tahlequah. We want to thank Emery's Grill for hosting a very special episode as always. We'd like to encourage everyone to hang out and watch the show in person. You can always catch the latest episode on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, or watch the episodes on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest. Helps us reach out to the Riverhawk Nation.
And the purpose of our show is to highlight NSU athletes and coaches and connect the program to the alumni, to the community, and y'all, your fans. And up next week, we're going to have we're gonna go to women's golf. We're going to have Coach Liam Corrid, and he's going to bring Laya Lawrence and Lacey Fravert. Yes, Fravert. And maybe someone else too. So we're still working on getting them in. But the second season of the Coach Darren Cheverini Show is recorded live at Emery's Grill on Wednesdays at noon during the QB Club. Recorded with Ori the Voice Phillips, DJ Sean Solo, and myself. You'll be able to listen to that show Friday on Lakes Country 102.1 prior to Keys football, and you can watch the full version on Rogue Radio Network channel on YouTube.
And we've only got a couple more episodes of that.
Yeah, we were doing one more recording of that, and then for the last game, and then if we go to a bowl or the playoffs, we'll do one for that week. So exciting, Coach. We haven't talked about postseason football in a minute.
Oh man!
So I've never talked about it. I've been here 6 years, so I've never even talked about it.
Well, I was here when we experienced the last one, especially the postseason NCAAs. Yes, I'm that old.
It's just funny that we actually get to talk. We're even in the conversation about playoffs after year two.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. So
yeah, it is. Coach, would you go and introduce your players you got here with us?
Yeah, to my right, Nathan Biais. He's from France. Will Livermore and he's a junior transfer, from Houston, Victoria. He was an All-American down there. He's a big pickup for us. We're excited he's here. Will Livermore was a former freshman of the year 2 years ago in our conference and comes from Frisco, Texas, Wakeland High School. Had some outstanding performances for us in the last couple of years. I'm sure we'll talk a little more about that later. Cole Waymire, also a junior from down there. He and Will came in, both from Texas there, the Metroplex. He's from McKinney Boyd High School. Been a letterman the last couple of years for us. Part of our NCAA tournament team, key part of that is freshman year. And then newcomer down there, Ian Wilcoxen. Ian, that name may register with some folks, but he's from Owasso. He's a true freshman. His brother just graduated here, and I got to give a little shout out to the brother on this. He was just recognized the Oklahoma Golf Association Hall of Fame last night, Oklahoma City Country Club. I nominated him for the Everett Dobson Award. Yes, it is a big deal. And he goes to a graduated senior from Oklahoma College and University. So, OU, OSU, all our regional universities, everybody was eligible for that. You got to be a graduating senior. It's a $5,000 award, cash, because they've graduated. It's not a scholarship.
Okay.
And he was recognized last night there, and I know Ian attended. I was able to recommend him or nominate him, and we're blessed actually to have two nominees that have won this in the last 5 years, which has been in existence about 10 years. But Kaylee Peterson won it in 2022. It's a big deal. We're really proud of those.
Well, I see a future NSU Hall of Famer then.
Though,
Yeah, when he's eligible.
absolutely.
Yes, yeah, he'll be putting his name in on that too. So good deal, good deal.
Well, Coach Varner, it's nice to have you back here. It's been a while since you guys have been on the show. You guys have had a busy fall season, lots of tournaments. Kind of give us a rundown how things have gone for these past few months.
You know, we're making a lot of headway. I feel real good about. We're young. We had a little hiccup year last year based on our tradition. I won't hide behind that. Brought some young folks in to help get that corrected, and some of our veterans that are still here are studs that we expected to help us. We had a year that we showed great promise at times so far this fall. I say year, this fall. And we finished on a good note. We were positioned to win one tournament and definitely positioned to be in the top 5 in every event that we played in the fall. And we just got to learn to finish golf tournaments, basically. As a unit, as a group, as a team, collectively, we've got to learn to finish. And that was a key component. But all that said, we're right there inside the bubble on the NCAA tournament selections. If you ranked it here at the end of the fall, clearly are inside that bubble, especially with the finish we had in the Tulsa Cup, our last tournament last week. So we got to take care of business in the spring, but we're back to being in the position where we're historically at, and that's going to the NCAA championship.
So now the fall season's done with, or do you have any more tournaments?
Fall season was done a week and a half ago with the Tulsa
gotcha.
Cup. We had a 5th place finish there out of 20 teams, and a lot of powerful teams in our region, a lot of important teams in the region, beat a lot of teams we needed to beat. So it was a good way to finish the fall. We're into the off-season workouts now. The NCAA doesn't allow us to do much golf-wise here for the next few months.
Sure. And then, I'll just mention February the 16th. That's your next match. What's shown on the schedule in San Antonio?
Yes.
Seem right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A really good St. Mary's team right now. It's a top 10 team in the nation that's hosting that event. Tournament we played in historically. We didn't play in it last year. In fact, it's been a couple years. But it's a tournament we historically play in. It's a great trip for us, and get to see some different competition. It'll be one of the few tournaments we play in out of the region and get a little more national competition. So, yeah.
Well, I want to move on to the players here. We got a crew here today. The first time we've ever had this many people on the show. So congratulations on that for the setup.
It's very cozy over here. Just saying.
I'm gonna ask kind of a blanket question, and then Ian, we can start out with you if you want to. You can answer. So this far, I may have put you on the spot there. You're a freshman, but anyway, we'll throw you out there. So this far, this season is obviously your first season there. But what's been the biggest surprise for y'all about the season so far this fall? And then something about maybe that's about you or your teammates or the schedule. Tell me what you've been learning this far about everything.
So far, I've probably learned.
Jump. If one of y'all got something, jump in. Is there something that really surprised you being here or anything like that?
I can say, and this has been the same for 3 years in a row now. You know how Coach, he mentioned we brought in probably, what did we bring, 7, 8 guys in this year?
Yes.
Something like that. We got 13 on the team this year. I feel like it's a pretty big team, but just how easy and quick, the guys can mesh together, I feel like is a strength of our program. And Will's been here with me the last 2 years as well. It goes the same my freshman and sophomore year. I just feel like how well the team year in and year out meshes together, I think that helps give us an advantage when we're out there competing.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Just to piggyback off of that, I'd say everyone's pretty competitive this year. So qualifying's good, tournaments are super fun, and we keep it competitive.
So you're seeing kind of a difference from last year's team and this year being a little more, everybody's more competitive in there?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I'm new here, so I don't have all their experience to compare with the past years. I would say what surprised me is the level of individuals. A lot of good talents, great players that can shoot low. And I think next semester will be interesting. We'll come strong, way better than we did, because we all disappointed coaches. We all, you have to be honest. And I think we can do it.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. I've been here. The talk has been that y'all have improved from last year, and you know, and there's lots of hope on there. So, and then one thing you talked about, coach, was about finishing, and that's got to be probably one of the most frustrating things in coaching when you're in as players, when you're that close to the end and you can see something and then it just kind of slips away there. Not, you know, I don't know that's I don't know why that happens, but it seems to happen to a lot of people in a lot of different sports. But you know, getting past that. Is something that it starts with obviously the coach and it goes down to everybody else. So, can you talk about some of the experiences that you had, you know, finishing up this year? And we'll go with you, Cole.
You know, I'll say I think a main part in that would have been our home tournament this year. Wasn't at Muskogee Country Club for the first time in I don't know how long, but we went out to Paige Belcher in Tulsa. And it was a new course for us even, you know, we're talking to the guys in the practice round and stuff, and we're like, you know, this is some of our first times playing the course too. But, you know, we responded really well. Came out the first day, was in a really good spot. Then after the turn, second round, 9 holes to go, we were in a really good spot for a good finish in a tough field. I think we have one of the best fields in the region every year. Our tournament, like, Coach has done a great job with it, 25 years I think it's been going. And the field shows in that, you know, and we were in a great spot to have a great finish and just, you know, right there at the end, got away from us. But, you know, that's golf. Golf is, you know, 9 holes, you go out there, you shoot 3-4 under, back 9, you shoot 5-6 over, and, you know, that's why the game is so tough and crazy. But, you know, that's how it can go. But like Coach said, we finished off the year good to put ourselves in a better position come springtime.
Yeah, and I bet you learned a lot through that, getting some character. We're learning how to deal with those tough moments as a team. So, which is you have to do that in life, not just in golf, but golf is a very tough sport. Very tough sport.
You can't hide behind anything there.
Yeah, you can't hide behind anything there. So,
So, Ian, what's it been like for you, being a freshman this first semester for you, coming from high school, and what have you learned about yourself these first few months?
I've learned that I definitely have the ability to compete. I just got to learn how to finish, and it's definitely a lot different than high school golf. But I was very fortunate enough that in Oklahoma, we have a lot of 36-hole golf tournaments, so I'm actually used to the 36-hole rounds, but not just 18 after the first day. So I just got to learn how to adapt over that and hopefully start to finish well in these golf tournaments. And yeah, I definitely think I can do it.
You've all talked about, you know, this semester has been, you know, finishing these golf tournaments. What's been different from, let's say, last semester with the veterans here? What's been different about this year that's been tougher to finish? Is it just the different courses, or what's been happening?
I'm not going to lie. I think a big issue that has been me, and I got to take ownership for that, but I'm working on it right now. I just got to – we all have to, but I really need to focus on finishing better because we're always in a good position, and I don't know. I just feel like –
Is it short game, putting, or is it just kind of a little bit of everything?
A lot of short game. Yeah.
Definitely short game.
We just got to be better down the stretch. So it's a simple fix. But.
So go play a lot of par 3 courses in that way. Bring out that wedge and putter. That's all you need. Yeah. Those are always my favorite courses.
About Will, and it's a compliment as well as a little bit of a little disparagement, but mostly a compliment. He has got tremendous potential, and he's had about 5 tournaments in the last 2.5 years, 2 years for sure, that he has been at the lead, in the lead, going into the last round. So it's not even just team-wise. It's Will has had the opportunity. He's got that kind of talent in some big tournaments that he could have won if he could just finish. And so it's kind of reflective. What Will's going through is a little bit what our whole team's kind of been going through as well. But again, he has shot some extremely low numbers this fall as well as last year, and was in it to win it, you know, down the stretch. And our goal in every tournament is to be in it to win it on the last 9 holes, of a 54-hole event, and then you got to take care of business. It becomes a head game at that point. I mean, it's learning how to win, taking care of business, executing the simple fundamentals when the pressure's on, and that's what wins. And we've won 75 tournaments in my tenure here, so we know a thing or two about winning. That's men and women combined, but we've got to figure that out. We've got to get better, and a lot of times it's a head thing, because if you have the ability to get in that position, that means you got the physical talent.
Right.
You wouldn't be in the position to win those things if you didn't. Now, coming into that back nine or that last 18, definitely trying to get to that back nine of the final round. And then it's a battle with your mind. It really is. You've got to overcome yourself.
Well, expand on that. How, you've been doing this for a long time. You've a successful program. You've coached a lot of great talent, and even with this team, how do you approach and how do you coach that to these players as far as, yes, golf is a mental game, 100%. How do you teach that? How are you coaching them to, is it exercises or what, brain exercises, or how do you get past that? Or try to work on it, I should say.
Well, iron sharpens iron, and all of them, I think you heard, and Nathan especially said the talent level is really high right now. I mean, these guys are good. And from top to bottom, we've got 13 guys, big numbers I've carried in a while. Guys that I wouldn't hesitate, a lot of guys I wouldn't hesitate putting the lineup. And again, it's an iron sharpens iron type of deal. But you gotta learn how to win a little bit. Winning breeds winning, and you got to get yourself in position. And then, like I said, this applies to every sport. I guarantee you, Coach Chev could come in here and tell you the same thing. Mm-hmm. You got to learn how to win, and usually that is in every sport, taking care of the simple fundamentals when the pressure's on and the game's on the line or the tournament's on the line. And we just got to get better at doing that. And we got to do that collectively. And then we've got, like I said, a few individuals. Nathan was in it to win it possibly on a tournament or two this fall too. And, it's the same thing. You got to take care of those things down the stretch when it matters. You don't have to do the extravagant. You don't have to do the extraordinary. You just got to take care of the fundamentals. And that's what great championship teams have always done in just about every sport. But you got to get yourself in position to do that. And like I said, we've done that quite a bit. Now we got to finish. The next step is learning how to finish.
I'm gonna move over here to Nathan, and I wanna. So a lot of players on soccer and that we've had on here, they're from across the pond. But so tell me about your journey here to NSU and how you met, how Coach Varner and y'all met, and what you think about it here so far.
Well, I already spent 2 years in the U.S. playing in college, so I already knew how it worked, because it doesn't work the same in France or in Europe, anywhere in the world actually. It's only in U.S. college golf offers great opportunities, and so you have to fight to find a coach that wants you in his team, that have a good solid program that fits you. So I reached out to Coach Varner and we talked. I liked his program, his ideas, and here I am.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot of fun. I like that family thing that we bring a lot here. We're not just a team, we're a family. So I like that concept. I also like how many players we have. We're always on the course, qualifying our grade, playing a lot of golf. So yeah, a lot of good points, a lot to work on too, but that's part of the job and makes it interesting.
Well, okay, Will, I'm going to ask you this because I know when we talked before, some of the things that y'all did when you travel, you try to do other things other than, like, I think I remember when you went to Chicago, I think you went to Kaminsky Park or something like that. I remember some things like that. So that's part of that family building, team building right there, I believe, that goes into that. So just tell me about some of your experiences traveling around, what you've enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, one of our biggest things at tournaments that we always do for fun, non-golf related, we always get a good dinner and ice cream after. And I think everybody loves it. Play a long day of golf, go fill yourself up with a steak, and then have a nice milkshake after.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just little things like that. Take your mind off golf at tournaments and just keep it interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Cole?
I know this is kind of a one-offer, but we do take a trip to Phoenix. And one thing, we finished the golf, especially my freshman year. I didn't play there last year, but my freshman year we shot 16 under, I think, second lowest round in NSU history. After that, hung out at the pool. We had a day, and we went out to Arizona State's campus, walked around there. Just things like that that I can't say confidently, but I'm not sure other schools are doing. We'll bring the PlayStation sometimes, play some games in the hotel room before bed. Just hang out. It's not just kind of going through the motions. Show up, play your practice round, go to sleep, play 36, go to sleep, play 18, drive 7-8 hours home, whatever it is, and then go back to work Thursday. It's not that kind of deal. We're just having fun no matter what it is. Just even if it's in the car, naming random athletes, or watching college football on the way down. Put the games on the aux and listen to games the whole way, and it's just there's never really a boring moment when we're traveling.
Yeah. How about you? Yeah, Ian. How about you in the traveling? I know it's your first year traveling with them, so it's probably a little different from traveling when you were playing at Catoosa. So, talk about this year a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of say the same thing. It's just talking on the rides to the golf courses, especially when we went to Missouri twice. Those are like 4-hour, 5-hour rides. So we always find something to talk about. Or on the way to our first tournament we watched, I forgot what college football game it was. It was a big one. Or no, it was OU, I think.
Yeah.
And that took up like over half the car ride, so that was definitely very nice. And then back to just naming random players. My brother would tell me how, like, literally these long car rides, they would just the whole 5 hours, 6 hours, just talking about random players.
You got to do something to pass the time on those car rides. But that's been the culture. I mean, not just you guys and the other teams, that everybody's like, okay, yeah, we've got the sports, we've got that to deal with, but everybody does something together to make it that family feel. So I got to ask, let's make it. Let me see here. I had one. Okay. This is for all of y'all, who's got the weirdest pre-shot routine?
Ian's got the longest.
You jumped on that, Cole, didn't you?
I make sure I'm comfortable before I hit the golf.
He comes by that naturally, too. His brother was the same way.
Yep.
You just got a routine in your head. You just got to. How often do you step away back?
Not really like step away or anything, but I'll get behind the ball, take a practice swing, get behind it, find my line or target, and then I will hold the club in my left hand, and walk up into it, and then kind of grip it, and then aim my feet wherever I want it to aim, and I will shift my feet around until I'm ready. And then when I'm trying to grip my club, I don't know what it is. I've just had this my whole life, but I can't quite hit my grip on the first try. You'll see me just over the ball like this a lot, and then. Yeah.
Any other players going, all right, come on.
I'm aware of it, and I try.
He says, I'm aware of it, and I try.
You'll usually see me walking up ahead because I'm I got to speed it up.
Well, that was a long one. Does anybody do something kind of funny or that's,
You got any superstitions that y'all do before you hit the course?
I am superstitious. If my golf glove, if I play the first hole good, I'll put my glove back in that pocket or where it is on my bag. Or if I make a birdie with heads, I'll keep heads until that fails. But I think the weirdest pre-shot routine, I'm gonna shout out Evan Weaver. This guy, he'll stand there. Well, he'll stand there for probably 10 to 15 seconds, just kind of looking around, and then he gets over the ball, and he's rocking back and forth for another probably 20. Then he stares, and then he goes, and then it's normally a pretty strange reaction. But I don't think anybody does anything really weird. Just slow. Ian and him, just slow.
He was pointing to Nathan there for those that are listening.
So Nathan, what do you do that's so slow? You doing the little waggle back and forth too?
No, I'm looking for my breathing a lot.
Okay.
Because you can. I'm trying to start my swing in the same condition, whatever the shot is, always. Same posture for that kind of shot. For wedging, I have the same setup. For full swing, for putting, for chip, always the exact same. And I have the same breathing rhythm. When I put blowing my air out, always. Some people take it in, some people keep it in. I blow it out. And so, yeah, when I don't find that rhythm, I can stay a bit long. And it's really hard. When we play golf, we know that it's really hard to step away from the ball. So sometimes I feel like I have to step away because I'm taking long and I'm static, so I maybe start to cramp, I don't know. And I stay for like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. It lasts 2 minutes in my head. And I'm just here, not in my shot anymore, and I still hit it. Here we go.
That's what happens to me if I get up and address the ball, and if I back away, then usually I have a worse shot. So I just should stick with the gut and go with it. Let's
Yeah, I
actually
think the time.
Yeah, we're getting close to time. So let's go and take a quick break. We'll have a message from our sponsors, and you're listening to the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. Hey, this is Sean Solo. Are you in need of a professional DJ with over 20 years experience? Look no further than DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. I can help make your special event exciting and memorable for you and your guests. For information and booking, please contact DJ Sean Solo 72 on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, may the beats be with you.
This is Captain Morgan from the Riverhawk SportsNest. If you're launching a startup or need help dialing in your sales and marketing, you need Precision Consulting. We help businesses grow with real strategies that get results. No fluff, just precision. Reach out directly to Riverhawk SportsNest on Facebook or Instagram for a free consultation. Ask for the captain.
All right, we are back here on the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. We're talking to men's golf. This is segment 2, and now for the most entertaining part of the show. Coach Varner, I don't think you've heard him do this yet, have you?
The walk the plank?
Yeah, but the new version, the
No,
new and
probably
improved
not the
version.
new.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He has
Also-
stepped up his game, so
So
Captain-
this is the section that we call Walk the Plank with Captain Morgan. All right, you scallywags, welcome aboard the USS Riverhawk SportsNest, where the seas be rough and the questions be tougher. Arr. This here is a part of the show we call Walk the Plank. Shipmates, here's how it works. I'll be asking you a question to test your knowledge. If you get it right, you stay aboard with the crew and you earn a shot as the honorary first mate. But if you get it wrong, oh no, matey, over the side you go. That means you'll be taking a dip in the deep blue and facing a sink or swim question to see if you can claw your way back aboard this fine ship. So steady yourself. Are y'all ready to walk the plank? All right.
Sir.
The first question is going to be about golf. Which golfer was the first major championship to sign with LIV Golf? Which golfer was the first? I'm going to give you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you multiple choice if you want, or do you not need it?
what'd you say?
Okay. Well, A. Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, or Sergio Garcia, or Brooks
Koepka.
Koepka. Do y'all want to go with A?
Yeah.
It's just a team effort.
Team effort.
I think it's Phil. I don't know. That's just came to mind.
That's all right. We'll go with that. All right, shipmate. You've proven your knowledge, and you can stay aboard the USS Riverhawks. Now let's see if you can answer another question to become first mates of this fine ship. I'm going to go back to, let's see this. What's the term for a kitchen on a ship? What is the term for a kitchen on a ship? Is it a deck house, a galley, a cabin, or a hatch? What's the term for a kitchen on a ship? The deck house, a galley, cabin, or the hatch?
Galley?
I'm not a pirate, but I think a cabin is a room,
Yeah, that's
like
good.
a sleeping room, a
Hatch
bedroom.
is down low.
I like
the
galley.
Yeah.
Galley. Yeah, we'll go.
I like galley.
All right, we're going to go with galley. All right. Yes, first mates you are. Congratulations and a welcome aboard the USS, the ship's registry forever. And that, shipmates, concludes our Walk the Plank Challenge. Congratulations. Stay tuned because the adventure ain't over yet. We got plenty more tales, trivia, and treasures to uncover right here on River Rock Sports Nest.
Good job.
That's the new version.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the new version.
That's animated.
He's got his voice and everything. He even does it on his pick'ems on the coach show, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, before we do my segment, we're going to let this breathe a little bit. But we got some funny questions, though, first. Okay. So this is all to the guys. What's the funniest thing coach has ever said or done during a tournament?
He's not here.
Yeah, he's not there. He's not here.
Wait, just in a tournament or just whenever?
Just whenever.
It can be practice, yeah.
We stumped you?
The Colombian Oreo.
Oh,
Hammered well.
no, the Oreo thing. The Oreo thing. When Mateo and Juan was sitting next to you.
Yeah, I was once referred to as a Colombian Oreo. Yeah, we had sophomore Juan, freshman Mateo, both Colombians. I was in the middle at a workout. But my favorite is always whale turd at the bottom of the ocean. Whenever we've had team or players on the team or other players in tournaments, cheating or something like that. Whale turd at the bottom of the ocean. You can't get lower than that. It's always one of my favorites from Coach there. I don't know. That's all I got.
I feel like Coach Varner's got all these one-liners. We should put it in like a pamphlet or a booklet or something.
Yeah.
All right.
You.
All right, so tell us the most ridiculous shot you've ever attempted. Because, us amateurs, we get out there and we can't shoot for shit. But yet we get into the rough and then we see this little opening between two trees. And then suddenly we think, oh, yeah, I can hit it straight right between there.
I mean, I would say not in tournaments, but outside of tournaments, there's a lot of times where there'll be like a pond in front of the green, but I got to hit a punch shot, so I'll try to skip it over the water.
I was thinking 7 at Cherry.
Yeah,
If
that's
you get
exactly
those
what I
left
was thinking
trees,
about. Yeah.
Try to skip it over the pond.
Yeah.
That's about all you got sometimes.
You're pretty successful with that shot, or
No.
Or no?
It might have worked once.
Okay.
But you still got to try it, though, right?
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
Yes, in our pre-tournament meetings, I preach high percentage golf. That's been beating their head. That would not be a high percentage
Yeah,
play.
definitely not in tournaments.
Yeah.
He qualified that statement.
How about you?
I got a good story. This was at St. Joseph. Hole number 8, the second round. I hit my drive left in the rough. I don't think anyone's heard this, actually. I hit my drive in the rough, just whatever. I tried to hit hybrid up there. I ended up pulling it, and I hit it under those those pine trees that really low to the ground, where literally the
Like Christmas trees, kind of, yeah.
the branches are a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
Not even. And my ball ends up under it. Oh. So I try and push my back into the branches and stuff so I can hit the ball, and the ball is probably a foot away from my feet. So I'm trying to figure a way to hit this ball, and I was thinking about just going lefty. I probably had a better chance going lefty. I got a lefty swing. I can hit the ball, but no, I try and go righty normal, and I ended up hitting it about 2 feet under the tree still, and so then I ended up going in the tree and getting on my knees and having to hit the shot out. So yeah.
And there's no video of this anywhere.
My dad was about 10 feet away watching this.
Laughing, probably. Yeah.
I don't think he was laughing. If I know Britt Wilcoxen.
Well, all right.
I'm going to ask you one more. So if you have to, let's say you just in a regular 18-hole golf course, you can only take one club. What are you taking?
58.
What's that?
58.
58 degree, yes.
That's my favorite club.
I'm going to go with a hybrid. Yeah, hybrid.
I was going to say hybrid as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go hybrid too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess we're in the same. I mean, I don't know. Of course, that's my best club in the bag. I do have a hybrid that I love playing, but the 58 is my ultimate favorite.
Yeah,
Even if I'm having a bad day at golf, I can always hit that one and be just fine. That'll get me out of my funk.
yeah.
May only go 100 yards, but I don't care. I hit it straight. And
Yeah.
all right, you ready?
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Let's do it.
This is the good part, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Smuggler's Run. We'll be asking you questions about just about yourself, Star Wars related or not. Question 1 is lightsaber or blaster? The lightsaber, the weapon of a Jedi Knight, not as clumsy or random as a blaster, an elegant weapon for a more civilized time. Which do you choose?
I would probably choose the blaster because I'm very clumsy. I'd probably end up hurting myself with the lightsaber.
Fair enough.
I think I'm the same way.
Lightsaber, that's a lock. Just really cool. I want it Riverhawk green too.
All right.
Give me a blaster all day.
I take the lightsaber.
Okay. All right. Very nice. What color would your saber be?
Probably pink.
Okay.
I love it.
That would be a first timer. I don't think I've ever seen a pink lightsaber, but okay, nice. All right. Question 2, hidden smuggler skill. What's one skill or talent you possess that people would not expect?
I don't have many talents besides golf, so
So nothing?
No drums, no piano, no instruments.
No
Do
cooking?
you sing well in the shower?
no, not much.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think I'm probably the best pickleball player in Tahlequah.
You know, we got new courts coming in there. Those look nice.
I'm going to go with cooking.
Cooking, all right.
I cook a lot. Yeah.
I don't know, because cooking too, but I'm French, so we would expect that.
Yeah, that's like automatic. That's not, yeah.
Just makes sense.
Right.
Best food in the world. So,
You're getting some nose over there.
Have you cooked for the team yet?
nah,
Have you cooked for the team? No?
no. I don't even know if I have a kitchen. We don't
All
have
right.
a kitchen on campus. No special talent, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Well, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite dish, or what's your go-to?
Probably, I love making chicken parm.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's a go-to. Or a steak.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a
Steak
steak,
on the
yeah.
Blackstone.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3, hyperspace. We're blasting away across the galaxy in the Falcon to Tatooine with me and Chewie. Who from the team is not in charge of the playlist?
Does it have to be from the people here?
No, it could be anybody.
I'm gonna have to shout out my boy, other freshman Carson Scrimger.
You don't give Carson the keys to the radio?
Nah,
What does he like to listen to?
he likes to listen to a lot of like Lil Baby and,
Oh, okay.
and
Little mumble rap and stuff?
uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
I rode to Shangri-La with Juan and Mateo, 2 Colombians. That's probably the
I
worst.
feel like there's a pattern that's happening here.
Worst hour 40 of my life. It was early. The Spanish music, I can't do the Spanish. There's no chance, no way. Juan and Mateo is not allowed to get the aux.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have to say the same thing. I mean, I love Juan and Mateo, but I can't do the Bad Bunny on repeat.
I'm a DJ and I can't do the Bad Bunny, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm living with Juan and Mateo.
I think we have the consensus answer here.
And they got a nice speaker and a lot of Spanish song going on all day long, all day long, every day. So yeah, Juan and Mateo.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll write that down and make sure that they do not get a hold of the Spotify playlist or anything. All right. Well, there you go. There's your Smuggler's Run. So appreciate y'all boys paying attention and playing along with us. Captain, what do you got next?
Absolutely. I kind of want to give Coach. I know you've been on here. It's hard to get you on here on the first part of the year because of your tournaments,
Right.
And you're playing. So I know we've had you on. This is our third year. I don't know how many times we've had you on, but can you just kind of tell us a little bit about this team collectively, or individually? Kind of like I know that you're recruiting. Like, what are you looking for in the recruiters, the guys you're bringing in? You said you had the most on your roster you've had in a while, right?
Correct.
And a bunch of young guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what? Tell us about that process of what you bring, what you're looking in those guys, and bringing them in.
Well, you're actually asking my recruiting philosophy, and I'm happy
okay.
to talk about that until the cows come home.
Okay.
It's what we've won with for many, many years. But these kids have heard me. They know, these guys know what I preach at them and tell them on a daily basis, and we apply it, we live it. But one of those is championship character breeds champions. I say that often. Everything's earned, nothing's given. I'm looking for players that are going to fit that mode. And you can get on the internet and find kids that can play. Any moron can recruit somebody or see a person that can play just looking at scores. But what's going to differentiate players being good at this level and going to the next level and playing against the best that you played against when you were in high school and junior golf and what have you, it's cliche to say, but it's character. Do you love the game? Are you passionate about the game? Then it's not work to you, because we do a lot of work. We do a lot of structure. More than probably any program these guys would ever have looked at or been recruited to play, because we do more than most. And I can speak to that because I've been in this business a long time. But again, we're looking for kids that want to put in that work, which again is not work if you love the game. And again, just have that kind of discipline that carries over in everything they do. Whether it be, we've won a lot of academic awards in my tenure here. So I don't think it's coincidence that we've won a lot of golf tournaments, we've won a lot of championships, been a lot of NCAAs, been ranked a lot, and also a lot of 4.0 students and guys that are, 3.5 to 4.0. We've won team awards with the GCAA. We've won numerous individual awards, a lot of academic All-Americans that have also been All-Americans in occasion, and certainly all-region, all-conference type players. So all that said, again, it's cliche to say, but character does matter. It's cliche to say, a lot of coaches will say it, and they'll see a kid's resume, and he lights up the golf course from low numbers, and they say, well, I'll fix it. He's got some shaky character, I'll fix that. Usually reap what you sow on those deals. So again, it's very intentional. You can, I can see who can play. That doesn't take much. Plus, I'm really well connected, so I've got a lot of people that I can refer to as references all over the country, either former players I played against when I was in college, guys that have just been in the business a long time, even guys that we've played against that, like us, like me, and want to help the program. So that's how I recruit, and these guys aren't here by accident. Every one of them very intentionally were brought into this program, and number one, they had to be talented, or they wouldn't have got on my radar. Every one of them super talented. And like I said, we got a lot of youngsters in, trying to fix, again, that hiccup year from a year ago to get our tradition right back. And I've told people, if I don't get it back, fire me. I'll fire myself. But I'm fully intended on doing that, and I think we got the warriors and the weapons to do it. And again, it's just the characters, what's the big separator when you get to this level, if you're going to get better or not. And that usually means, one last side note to that, is I tell their parents a lot of times when they're on recruiting visits, kids go from high school, if they're talented and go to college and they don't do well, it isn't because they lost their talent or lost their game. They usually lost their mind. And many times it's social things that lead to the downfall. So again, it comes back to that championship character breeds champion. We live by that and believe in it. So try to bring kids in that have that. Not that you're not going to make mistakes on occasion. Recruiting's an inexact science, but you do your best. And I love every one of these guys. I'm glad they're in the program, and all 13 of them. You betcha.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. But so you mentioned academics, and we got to go down the line. What's everybody studying? Kind of what's your goal with your degree? What you guys are looking for?
I'm currently undeclared in my major. but I'm probably I want to get into accounting and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
I'm sports management with a minor in marketing, and I want to become a college coach after I graduate. So I plan to GA after I finish my 4 years and then see where that takes me.
Gotcha.
I'm a marketing major, and I'll probably keep playing golf or try to play golf after college for a year or so, and then
Go from
I don't
there.
exactly know. Yeah.
I'm in finance, kind of the same than the two other guys. I want to keep playing golf, don't want to work. I love golf, so let's see where golf takes me. Hope I never use that degree.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Captain, do you have any last words, sir?
Now, is there anything you want to say to anybody, or anything that you want to talk about? Anything before we get off here? Say hi to anybody, or is there anything that's I hope y'all.
You want to say anything to your family back in France or anything? Because we are international, believe it or not.
Yeah, but they don't talk English.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Salut.
There you go.
Go Hawks.
Yeah. Go Hawks.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
Well, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Looking forward to see what you guys do in the spring. Coach Varner, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, sir.
Sean, thank you, William. Appreciate you.
You're
guys.
welcome. Thank you. We really appreciate you.
All right. Well, William, another successful episode. This has been the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
We'll see you next time. We are out. Bye-bye.